I have decided that this will just be like sort of part 1 of this episode, I guess. Part 2, I don't want to call it part 1 and 2, but it is sort of like part 1 and 2. Episode 6 will pick up exactly where this left off. So I have decided that over the next 2 days, what I want to work on is finishing this area. Not finishing it, because, you know, there's so much to do. I would not be able to finish it. But get the majority of it done. Get a lot of it done. Get a lot of progress done. There's stuff that I'm waiting on, obviously. But, you know, get this main stuff done. The main shape, main structures, whatever. So for me to do that, there's 4 steps that I need to take. Number 1, sleep. Make that 3 steps. So, the 3 steps that I do need to take is terraining, trees, and then the strings that will sort of like tie the place together. I unfortunately can't do a ton of terraining at the moment of recording this, because it is, let's see, what time is it? 3:32 a.m. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be doing a time-lapse training. Surprise, there's a time-lapse coming. You're so welcome. But I can do a tree. I can't do all of the trees, but I can do 1 tree tonight. So that is what I will be working on. I will not be time-lapsing it, and I will not be filming it. But just know in this next clip, I show you, there will be a tree, and it is amazing. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go. It is the next morning, and I have decided that I am ready to work on the biggest step, which is something that I was actually planning on doing a couple episodes, but I just never got to. So let's go ahead and do the time-lapse and finish off this little mountain area. Let's go. So now that we have finished that time lapse, this is how it turned out. I really like that. I really like how this turned out. This has always been in the plans to be built. This is not like something new that was added later on. This was actually supposed to be built in episode 3. Right after this was built, but it kept getting pushed back, and I'm really glad that it is finally built and finally in the game, and now we can actually like sort of decorate it a bit more. We are down to T-1 day until we leave. Editor BizarreCraft here. I realize I never explained why I say this, but basically I was filming this when I had about 2 or 3 days until I left for a 3-week vacation, and I was trying to film it all in that time span between episode 5 and 6, and episode 6 is a much more like cramped episode, and that's why it's so short. But that is basically why I say we are down to 2 days, because I had 2 days left to film the rest of the episode. And anyways, yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. So we are very much hitting crunch time. Up there will be a tree, and then just like a small little tent, just like that cyan one up there. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that very quickly. I did put in some new trees. I put in a tree up there, and then a tree right here, which wasn't like originally a part of the plan, but I figured I would just get that in because it will be crucial for our next step. And I really like that tree, you know, I think it looks really good, up close and from afar. I love the, like, little branches sprouting out, and then that is the exact same tree design as well. So, yeah, I did use a button as detailing for this one. I do wish I had used this on more of the designs for the trees. I might incorporate it still, like, I could add a button here somewhere, but no, it's just like a little detailing. And then I did also build this tent, which is pretty much exactly like that cyan tent down here. It's just up here, I guess. And in the future, there will be a tree back here. I did just design one earlier today. However, I do not have like the blueprints for what that looks like yet, and I'm still like tweaking with it a little bit. So currently, I'm not building it. But just know, this is not the only thing that will be up here. As well as, I did not discuss this earlier, but you can definitely tell what this hole will be. Depending on how much time I have tomorrow, I may build this. If not, this will just stay a hole until next episode. But yes, you can definitely tell that this is going to be like a little train track system, railroad, whatever you would like to call it. So now we are able to move on to our next step though. And our next step is probably like the finishing touches kind of. It sort of ties everything together. It is the banners. So what I would like to do is like a string of banners that goes from this tree over there to like from there to the tree, from the tree to there. Like it connects everywhere. And I'm very excited for that. So as much as I would love to do another time lapse, I do believe it is going to be like the 4th time lapse in this episode. That is if this is the Omega episode. And unfortunately, I do not think I can do a time lapse for this. So let's officially get this built, and I am very excited for you guys to see it. So if we just head right in here and right back out, we can see it is built. Okay guys, so behind me is what I have officially done, and I'm really upset that it's raining, but I'll still show you guys in the rain because I wanted to show you guys at night. Look at this. I love the way that this looks out. This is just a small strand over here. We have another small strand over here, and then over here in between the trees, and then the big strands that really connect it all together is just up here, and I absolutely love it so much. I love the way that it turned out. It really like connects the entire lower little trading area completely together, and while currently I did not have any plans to add any more, I would love to add more now seeing what it looks like in game in survival, because I plan all this stuff in creative and I like, you know, you see it and you're just like, oh, that'll look nice, but then you build it in survival and you're just like, this looks super cool, this looks amazing, this looks incredible. Like, I love the way that this turned out. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to like change this out for like holidays and stuff. My original plan was to just build it in red, white, and blue for 4th of July, since that is coming up by the time that this will be posted. But I decided to just build it in its original colors, and we'll see if I change it or not. As of now, I don't know. But I love the way that it turned out. I think it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. And yeah, I love it. And this is the sort of color palette that we are going for in the campsite, is sort of like a blue, like all different shades of blue theme, like blue, teal. I love it so much. Like a blue green even, and I feel like that really shows with this, and I love it so much. And the trees, you know, I wanted it to somewhat tie green into it because there's so much green here, there's so much like nature around, even like this small strand over here. Hey guys, unfortunately with the time crunch that I had while filming this video, I did forget to film an outro, so unfortunately there is no official outro today. But you get me talking, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video where we will be preparing for the end.